Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. And today I'll be taking you through this introductory guide on how to play Anna Williams in Tekken 8. Think of this as the ultimate starter guide where you'll learn about Anna's key moves, her stances, and overall general game plan so you could get a good foundation on how to play her by the end of this guide. I'll also include commands on the screen so you could follow along with me better. Now, what type of character is Anna? So personally, Anna has always been my favorite Williams sister. She has always been a mix-up heavy character. She also has a variety of stances that help her out with that. In fact, in this game, she has a total of 3 stances, which we'll go over in this guide. Now, staying true to her mix-up game, she has a very good full crouch game plan as well. A lot of options to keep your opponent guessing. Anna is also very fast. She has a variety of quick pokes that can quickly add up in damage. And also, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, she has this big bazooka that she carries around. It's named Lovely Tom. So this is new to Tekken 8. And with the bazooka, she gets access to strong attacks that have good reach, deal a lot of chip damage, and also her bazooka can fire a shot which casts a debuff spell, a debuff effect on your opponent. When your opponent is in a debuff effect, they're going to start glowing purple, as you can see. So in this effect, your opponent will take chip damage from any attack that Anna does, even if she's not in heat. This is going to be very useful during offensive pressure to chip away at your opponent's health. However, the debuff effect will go away if the opponent manages to hit Anna. If you've played Anna in previous Tekken games, you'll see that she has familiar attacks while also having a good amount of new additions to keep her fresh and up to date with Tekken 8's aggressive theme. The first thing we're going to cover are her stances. As mentioned, she's very mix-up heavy and her stances are a key part of her game plan, and we'll be referring to them often as we go through this guide. So because of this, it's important to know what each stance does, how to transition into these stances, and what they do. Let's go down the list. First is Chaos Judgement stance. This can be manually done by pressing back 3, or you can transition into it from other moves. In Chaos Judgement, Anna can auto parry lows. So as you can see, if you try to attack Anna with a low attack while she's in this stance, she automatically counters by launching you. Trust me, this will definitely come in clutch. While in the stance, Anna cannot block mid or high attacks, but as mentioned, the low parry is a nice addition to it. Here are some moves that you'll use to go into Chaos Judgement. 2-3. Down forward 1-2-3 back. Down 4-1 back. QCF 2-1 back. And while standing 3. From Chaos Judgement stance, here are some of the offensive options that you can do with her. Chaos Judgement 1. And on counter hit, you get a free forward 2-3. Chaos Judgement 2-1, which is a heat engager. Chaos Judgement 1+2. On counter hit, you get a free full crouch down forward 2, or you could get a crouch cancel down 3+4 foot stomp. You can do Chaos Judgement down 3-3. This is also a good option. If the opponent blocks the first hit low, they can duck and punish the high, but overall it's still a good option to do, so don't let that scare you away. To go into her Hammer Chance stance, you could manually do that by pressing forward 3. Some of the moves that go into the stance are 1-2 forward, 1-2-2. Notice how it only happens on the last hit. If the last hit hits, then it goes into Hammer Chance. Down back 4. Back 4. Down back 2. Here are some of the offensive options you could do at her Hammer Chance, such as Hammer Chance 2-2. Hammer Chance 1+2, which is a long-reaching attack. Hammer Chance 1-2-2. Anna has a stance called Pleasure Time where she pulls out her bazooka. This can only be entered by doing certain moves. It cannot be entered manually. So for example, you could do 1+2 forward, Down back 2. While standing 1-2. Hammer chance 2-2. One thing you'll see is that Ana holds her bazooka out for a little bit long, however you can actually cancel by pressing down back. So if you're in pleasure time, press down back and Ana puts away her bazooka a little bit faster. From pleasure time you could press 1 to cause the debuff effect as you can see, and you could chip away at your opponent's health. Pleasure time 2 is another bazooka shot. It does a little bit more damage if it hits, but does not have the debuff effect, so keep that in mind. From pleasure time you could press 3 to go into Chaos Judgement stance. Pleasure time 4 is a low attack that is negative on block, but it's still a solid option regardless of that. Don't worry if this is a little bit overwhelming, because as you play, the stances will come naturally to you. Just takes practice. Now onto her key moves. Jabs are always key in Tekken, so use this for quick pokes to chip away at your opponent's health. She also has an extension with 1-2-1-2, which causes her bazooka to shoot at the end. The full string is -13 on block, but it's still a good thing to throw out, just to see if your opponent knows about it. Down forward 1-2. This is another series of pokes that can do quick damage. On hit, I recommend transitioning into Hammer Chance as you're at a frame advantage of +7, which allows her to continue offense. And from there, you can go to Pleasure Time 1 or 2. 1+2. This doesn't do too much damage, however it is homing, which tracks to both sides. It has advantage on block and even bigger advantage on hit. However, the true strength of this move is on counter hit. You could get a free follow-up with forward 2-3, or the booty bump, which is a heat engager and also wall splats. Back 4. This is a mid attack, it's homing, safe, and also transitions into Hammer Chance on hit. A forward 3. This is a mid jumping kick that wall splats and knocks down. As you can see, you could get a free foot stomp down 3+4 on a grounded opponent. And as you can see, it does in fact have that wall splat property. Down back 2 transitions into Hammer Chance, but you could try to fish for counter hits as it will give you a tornado for a full combo. Down 2, this is a safe mid attack that knocks down on counter hit for a foot stomp. As you can see, Ana can crush the opponent under her feet, guaranteed, lots of damage, and as you can see right there, she asks if you want this, dang. Sidestep 3, this is a pretty good attack, it's one of my go-tos. On counter hit, it also does give you a free foot stomp with down 3+4. Forward 2. Whoosh. As you could hear, she says whoosh when she does this move, but this move is long reaching. It is a high attack, homing, safe on block, knockdown on hit. It can guarantee a down forward 4. I've not been able to get out of this yet. However, since it is a high, your opponent can duck it, but this is where you mix it up with this move. Forward 3-2. This is a mid attack using her bazooka. It wall splats and it's also a heat engager, and it forces crouch and it's safe on block. So overall, very good. Definitely one of your go-tos. Now onto her low attacks. Down back 4, this is a low poke that goes into Hammer Chance stance, and on counter hit you get a free Hammer Chance 1. It's a heat engager, and if you're near the wall, it also has wall splat property, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Solid move. Down forward 4. Very fast low. One of Ana's go-to attacks. You'll be doing this a lot. And on counter hit, you can crush the opponent with down 3+4. There's a pattern here, so definitely keep that in mind. Sidestep 2, relatively low risk, low attack. Good to use. Not bad. Down back 3, Mudslide. If you're feeling really brave or just want to throw out a Hail Mary that can turn the momentum in your favor, do this. However, it's very seeable, very punishable, high risk. From full crouch, some of your go-to options are going to be full crouch down forward 2. This is a low sweep, very iconic, instant tornado, but you can still combo off of it. However, if your opponent thinks you're going to go low, you can mix it up with full crouch down forward 1, heat engager. You can also do full crouch up forward 4, which is a hop kick to get a launcher for a full combo. Onto her punishers. 10 frame, 1-2-1. 2-3, and this leaves her in Chaos Judgement stance. 13 frame, down forward 1-2, and can go into Hammer Chance stance. She also has back 2-2, more damage, no stance. 14 frame, Anna's iconic booty bump. This is her signature. It's a heat engager. You hear how she says eat up? Dang. And it wall splats. Very good. 3-2. This recovers crouching and it leaves you an advantage on hit. 15 frame, down forward 2, standard launcher for a combo starter. She also has down back 2 into pleasure time, where you could go into the debuff or the shot with the more damaging effect, but honestly go for the launcher. Quarter circle forward 2-1 is her 16 frame punisher, good for whiff punishing and for punishing moves with long pushback such as Paul's Death Fist. If you block anything that's 18 frames or worse, the optimal punish is up forward 4, the flip kick. Crouching punishers, 10 frame, down back 1 jab, 11 frame, while standing 4. She also has while standing 3, which goes into Chaos Judgement stance. 13 frame, while standing 1-2, goes into pleasure time, can follow it up with a chip damage debuff effect, or pleasure time 2, or just more damage. She can also do the booty bump out of crouch 3+4. Anna doesn't have a 15 frame punish from while standing, but her 16 frame is while standing too. And there you have it, how to play Anna Williams in Tekken 8, a starter guide by me. So my goal with this guide was to provide you with simple but effective gameplay knowledge and keeping it practical. If for some reason you're wondering why I didn't cover certain elements of her gameplay, it's because that comes later. I wanted to keep it, as I said, as simple and practical as possible. The rest comes later. It's up to the player, it's up to you to take this information and practice. You know what I'm saying? Overall, Anna Williams is really fun in Tekken 8. She's really strong, got some nice additions that fit into the Tekken 8 aggressive heat system, while also keeping a lot of her legacy moves. I hope this helped you out. Feel free to share the knowledge down in the comments. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.